dates that Americans or Western society use. The year in Japan, and I believe they still do it on their coins, is reflective of how many years the emperor has been in power. So I believe the emperor came in power in like 1920 or something like that, or 30 or somewhere in that area. But it would have been like 1815. So the 15 would be the year of the emperor's ascension to the throne. It would not be 45, 42, 41. It would be how many years the emperor would have been in power, maybe 17 years. And so it would be about 1918, give or take. So they would not say the year as we would know it. So it would be like 31417. Okay, there's one dead giveaway. It was someone who wrote that map was not Japanese. Another giveaway is that all through the maps, the drawing and everything, is supposed to be on a 1600-year-old script called kanji, and it's supposed to be a secret code that only people who are in the know how to read it. So there are books out there treasure hunters have bought that will say what each symbol means. But all through these maps, it says gold here, gold here, gold here, gold here. Why would they keep saying that? If they're going to be secretive, nothing's there. They don't know where anything is. I'm just saying. Just saying. Anyway, so that's the other thing. The prince, Ben Voorhees, okay, he never found anything. I mean, seriously, he never found anything. I mean, he was paid. He died a very poor man. So either he lied and didn't know where anything was. He asked for very minimal wages, like $5 a day or something, where if he had knowledge of over $1 billion, he could have asked for $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day, $3,000 a day if he had exact 100% knowledge. But he never did. He asked for very little money. And none of his sources, none of his places actually came through. Everything was no gold. Even though he would say, there's gold here, and this is where they buried the gold. Every time he talked, he would emphatically state there was gold there. He would make it sound like there was gold there. So Robert Curtis, I'm sorry, it's Robert Curtis. He's the one that, from Sparks and Mirror. Grisham was the guy who came to Rojas' house and took pictures. Now, he took pictures, and coincidentally, he was from Vegas. Curtis was from Sparks and Reno. The pictures were taken and they were put on the, the Stars and Stripes. That's the American newspaper for the military that goes to the military bases. And somehow it got to that paper. He took pictures, sent it to a friend in the United States, and it got on there. Luckily for Rojas, that was the day that Marcos came in and took the Buddha statue. And when he stole the statue, everybody came to Baguio to find it and see the statue itself. And he was like, I don't have it. The president just sent troops in to steal it. It's gone. And it embarrassed Marcos tremendously. So Marcos made a fake Buddha statue, and it's this one right here, the fake Buddha statue, and told him come in and claim it. And he came in and he goes, this is not the statue, which the opposition just loved. They just loved it because now they showed how Marcos scammed everybody and he stole the Buddha statue. So you want to watch out for Operation Golden Lily, the Emperor, Prince Chichibu, Robert Curtis, Robert Seagraves, let's see, Ben Voorhees. There's another guy named Santos. It's a really long name, like Della Von Santos. Now here's a really interesting story. He reportedly was a Filipino guy who was a typesetter, and he came to work for the CIA. This is what they believe. They're not really sure how everything, because let me just finish the end of the story and you'll find out why. He supposedly worked for the CIA, but he supposedly worked for Marcos. But when he died in 1972, now this is 1972, mind you, he died with $1 billion plus in gold and US dollars in bank accounts in Hong Kong and Macau and all over China and everything. $1 billion. No one knows where he got that money from. No one knows what the money was for. So it winds up, they want to know how he got this money. No one knows. And so he left the money to his wife and daughter, and the banks refused to give him the money. When Marcos died, he was worth over $10 billion. This is out of stolen assets, and the Philippine government was too chicken to go and get the money from the banks. Imelda refused to give the money because in the Philippines, if you are over a certain age, you cannot go to jail. And Imelda knew that. And so today, Imelda is still a hero in the northern part of the Philippines, even though she stole $10 billion. And it's the reason why a lot of people are very poor in the Philippines, because it was all for their family and nothing for anybody else. All right, so let's see, is there anything else there? During the Marcos Revolution, there was a boat that supposedly left Manila Harbor with 6 to 10 tons of gold bound for the U.S. There was gold supposedly dropped in Tokyo Bay. There was Robert Curtis and I think the 318th military in the Philippines claimed to have discovered 15 locations. And Marcos always would show up the day that it was found, say everybody was going to get paid, the gold would disappear, or whatever they took disappeaared, and the soldiers got nothing. So this is what's going to happen. So when I start watching the show next week, I will tell you exactly, this is probably what happened, this never happened. You want to look in the areas of Teresa, Nueva Ecija, Mindanao, Baguio. Baguio was the only place known to have found a treasure. Nowhere else. Nowhere else found a treasure at all. So, all right. So thank you, everyone, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you.